Most men think they have a focus problem. They beat themselves up for not being able to concentrate. They say they're lazy, distracted, weak. But the truth is deeper than that. You don't lack focus. You lack clarity. Because what is focus? It's energy directed towards something. But if you don't know where that energy should go, then it doesn't matter how hard you focus. You're just aiming your firepower at the wrong target. And a man who aims at the wrong target never wins the war. That's the painful truth. Most people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they don't know what they actually want. No vision. No purpose. No direction. So they scatter themselves thin. They chase 100 different things that don't matter. They wake up and pour their energy into noise. And then they wonder why they feel stuck. Tell me, how can you win a battle if you don't even know who the enemy is? How can you walk a path when you don't even know where the road leads? That's how most men live. Wandering. Aimless. Busy, but never building. Exhausted, but never fulfilled. You don't have a focus problem. You have a clarity problem. Look at the greats. Michael Jordan wasn't trying to be everything. He wasn't splitting his energy between basketball, tennis, music, and art. He was crystal clear. His obsession was to dominate basketball. Every ounce of his focus flowed into that clarity. And because of it, he became the greatest. Kobe Bryant was the same. Laser-focused. Obsessed with being the best. He cut out everything that didn't serve that mission. That's clarity. That's what creates legends. Elon Musk didn't waste time chasing every shiny idea. He locked onto his mission to change humanity's future. Electric cars. Space exploration. Every decision, every risk, every sleepless night flowed from that clarity. That's why he can work harder than everyone else without burning out. Because clarity gives him limitless fuel. And you? What's your mission? What's your purpose? What's that fire burning in your chest that you've been ignoring? Don't lie to yourself. You know the truth. You've been distracted. Scrolling, watching, consuming. Chasing things you don't even care about. Trying to impress people who don't even matter. That's not focus. That's noise. That's weakness disguised as busyness. But once you find clarity, everything changes. Clarity is power. It's the sword that cuts through all the lies and distractions. It's the shield that protects you from temptation. It's the fire that fuels you when motivation is gone. When you know exactly what you want, saying no becomes effortless. You don't need willpower to ignore distractions. They simply don't exist in your world anymore. Because your eyes are locked on your target. Your soul is chained to your mission. Nothing else matters. That's why clarity creates discipline. When you know why you're doing something, you don't need to negotiate with yourself. You don't argue with your feelings. You don't wait for motivation. You move. Every single day. Because you're not relying on hype, you're fueled by purpose. Discipline isn't about forcing yourself. It's about aligning your actions with your clarity. Once you see your vision, discipline becomes natural. Automatic. Like breathing. Average men don't get this. They scatter their focus everywhere. They say yes to everything. They never stop to ask themselves, what do I actually want? And that's why they stay average. Busy, but broke. Distracted, but empty. Working, but never building. But elite men? They move differently. They pick their target. They lock in. They build their life around their clarity. Every action is intentional. Every choice moves them closer to their mission. And because of that, success for them isn't luck, it's inevitable. So what do you need to do? You need to create clarity. You need to decide, what do you truly want from this life? Not what your parents want. Not what society tells you. Not what your friends expect. What do you want? Write it down. Be specific. Paint a vision so clear you can see it in your mind like it's already real. Because once the vision is clear, the actions become obvious. And once the actions are obvious, discipline is easy. Start cutting out the noise. Every distraction, every fake goal, every meaningless pursuit, kill it. You don't need 100 things. You need one mission, one purpose, one obsession. Because a man with clarity is unstoppable. A man with clarity wakes up with fire. A man with clarity doesn't quit when he's tired. He keeps moving because his mission is bigger than his feelings. This is your wake-up call. Stop blaming lack of focus. Start creating clarity. Sit down. Write it out. Define it. Commit to it. And then go to war for it. Because here's the truth. When you live with clarity, life stops being confusing. Decisions become easy. Energy flows where it's supposed to. Momentum builds. And before you know it, you've transformed your entire life. So here's your challenge. Decide today what you're fighting for. Decide today what your mission is. And then burn the bridges behind you. There is no plan B. There is no backup. Your word is your bond. Your mission is your obsession. Drop this in the comments right now. I choose clarity over chaos. Write it. Claim it. Declare it. Because once you declare it, you're telling yourself and the world, you're done living blind. You're done scattering your life away. You're locked in. The wolves are watching. The storm is here. And only the men with clarity will rise above it. Be that man. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. The average will always wander. But the elite will always know where they're going. Choose clarity. Lock in. And make your vision inevitable. If this video hits you, subscribe right now. Join the army of men who refuse to settle for average. Your clarity. Your mission. Your time. It starts now.